3:30 now, and we're all set up on swim number 6 at Festival Fishery. First swim you come to on the left hand side on the second island as you come into the lake. It's got a lovely bit of margin area to fish to, and a bit opposite as well on the other island. When I got here, there's signs of fish just down here to the left. They've been jumping just off the tip of the tree over there, and they've been bubbling and fizzing up just underneath the trees on the margin to my left. First thing I've done is got the rods out. Now what I've got is a little black magic bean wafter. I put that in amongst a little bag of house pellets and a mesh bag slid down the hook length, so the hook was buried into the mesh. Yeah, pull it out. I've got that on the left hand rod and the right hand rod. The middle rod is a hardened OG fish with tails up corns, topper, all on running leads. But anyway, so I put them all out using the boat. I thought, you know what, get the bivvy up. I literally opened the bivvy up, splayed it out. I was just about pegging at the back because it's quite breezy, and left hand rod, and it's on a nice tight clutch. Went from one side of the tree to the other. I felt it kicking, and nothing there. Dave, fishing in swim number 11 behind me, I asked him to keep an eye on the rod. I walked round to see the bailiff who was fishing down the way. So I saw the bailiff, told him the situation. He's come down, him and Dave behind me. They went round there, and I walked down the bank with the rod to get the line closer to the bank for them, and they'd got a landing net on it. Managed to scoop the line. Yeah, nothing there. So gutted. So I've lost one already. I've only had the rods out for about, well, half hour, if that. And yeah, left hand rod, like I say, was away. That was on the spinner rig, a little, like I say, little black magic bean wafter. What I did do as well, when I got down before I put the rods out, I did walk round with my bait bucket and just sprinkled in, probably about 10 handfuls of pellet around the area. Not even handfuls, palmfuls, and about 20 boilies just plopped in, just scattered around. And the right hand rod is right over towards the corner over there, and I put about the same amount over there, so about 10 handfuls of pellet and about 20 boilies over there, plus in the hopper I put a couple of handfuls of pellet and about 10 boilies. So there's bait out there, but it's not a lot. Yeah, minimal baiting, just enough to get the interest, because the fish are already there. I don't need to attract them, they're already there. I'm just hoping one goes down, makes a mistake, bang, off you go. All 3 rods I've got them with the mesh bag with the house pellet with the hooks buried into it. Yeah, I'll give that a go this week. And yeah, we are fishing. Bivvy's up and it's very, very, very hot. Tomorrow I'll be moving to where Dave is behind me in swim 11. I've seen some fish over there, so there's fish in the area. I don't think there's as many fish over there as there is in this swim, but I've got to move tomorrow because someone else is coming in here. So yeah, that's the state of play. I've got a bit of tidying up to do in the bivvy, so I'm going to get on with that, and I'll see you in a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think so, yeah. Yeah. It's not bad actually, is it? Tricky old swims to land fish on your own, isn't they?
Yeah, I don't like the reeds down in front of it.
Watch you guys. Well, I don't know what the time is, probably about 6 o'clock, half 6, something like that. and I was just getting rigs ready to put out for the night, and right hand rod shot to the top, stay tight, and then it shot back down, and round and round and round and round and round and round, lunged into the rod, and the fish rose sort of well towards me, and I thought I must have found it a carp on the way in. So I was reeling and rigging, but no, it was this perfectly hooked 20 pound 10 ounce mirror. It came in, I thought it was going to be a tench or something, because it came right in, no fight, and then under the rod tips is where all the action happened. A good scrap under the rod tips. I kept seeing the flash of orange on his tail, and I nearly fell over. He's a bit angry now. He's got a few marks where he's obviously been spawning. I'm going to put some propolis on that in a minute. But there you go, 20 pound 10 ounce Festival mirror. Makes up for the one I lost earlier, didn't you, mate? Yeah, so happy days. Here's the other side. I think it's a bit better than this side. He really doesn't, does he? Come on, over you come. Over you come. And there you go, there's the other side for you. £20 10 ounce Festival mirror. Nice one. Dave's just doing the photos for me. Cheers, Dave. Nice one. Let's get him back. But yeah, I'll just treat it. Before I do, where have I put it? See it somewhere. There it is. Yeah, like I say, it's got some marks where he's obviously been spawning. There's the rig in the boat. Actually, I made a little groove in the hopper there to let the tubing go through. It's a bit tight otherwise. And I've got a shot on the hook there. So it's a standard hair rig with a little kicker, shrink tube kicker, and yeah, shot on the hook. OG Fish hardened hooker. OG Fish little pink 12mm topper cut in half of the magic bean. And that's on a, yeah, just a coated braid. I'll be going out there. So what I'll do first, put some house pellet in there and a few boilies. There's the boilies. They're OG Fish 14mm, and they've been coated in the fish sauce, which is pretty potent. It smells very much like tuna, and yeah, they are pretty humming. I'm going to put a sprinkle of those in there. I've also got some 10mm fruit and nuts in there. Let's put a few of these in. Now this rod is going to go on the tip of the tree out there. I've seen some fish showing earlier. I don't know if it's too far off the bank or not, but I'm going to put one over there and see what happens. The fish I lost earlier was from down on the bank over there, just beside that tree, down where it meets the edge. Can't really see it from here. And the one I just had was from the bank over there, and that's the channel over there, which goes through to the other side of the island. So you don't want to be too close to that channel, because you're going to be asking for trouble. If we get a big fish on, it's going to go straight through there, and you're going to have no chance. So that's the plan. I'm going to put them back over there, and we'll see what gives. Good evening guys, it's just getting on for 7 o'clock and I'm getting ready for my dinner and I'm going to treat myself tonight. I absolutely love spring and early summer fishing, I really do. Yeah, it's my favourite time of year to be out. Just love the way everything's waking up. Yeah, and hopefully get some hungry carp. We're fishing, we're waiting, we're cooking, we'll soon be eating. Yeah, happy days. Well, what can I say? Garlic bread. 10 out of 10. Very, very nice. And the pizza, well, what can I say? I've already been munching around the edge of it. Absolutely delicious. I'm very, very happy with this. Superb. Nice and crunchy. I've not got obviously the pizza cutter. I've just teared bits off. But there you go. That again, a little bit caught on the bottom. But that is that is good. Good evening guys, it's 8:30. Just behind me, through the trees over there, you can just make out the sun going down. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, Bivy's all there behind me. Just been sitting there having my pizza. Very, very nice it was too. And yeah, I'm very content now. Had a fish, lost a fish, but I've had some nice food and factures too. So yeah, all very nice in the world with me. As for the fishing, there's nowhere near as much activity as when I turned up down here. In fact, I've hardly seen anything. Been very quiet since I lost that fish. Also I had that one, and that sort of came out of the blue. This beautiful, beautiful evening. A few more people have turned up, and yeah, hopefully. So I've got one over there, just to the right of where the blue storage container is. Oh, right in the margin there. I've got one just in front of that tree where the branches hit the water, just in front of that. I've got one down there next to the tree where it hits the water, but up against the rushes to the right. So it's yes, nice and open down there. But that's where the tree that I lost the fish in. It went from that side to that side. Bad one, I can't complain. And yeah, let's enjoy this lovely evening. Let's see if I can get the sun in there. It is, look at that, wow, beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down, have a chill, and hopefully one of these will rattle off. And there's some big fish in here. They go over £50. Well, there's one over £50 at least, and a few 40s as well. I think there's 4 40s in here and about 30 30s. So there's a lot of big fish in here, a lot of big fish to be had, and fingers crossed we get amongst one of the chunks. Anyway, I'll see you later. Watch you guys, midnight, right hand rod. It was almost a duplicate of the take I had earlier on the right hand rod. Shot to the top, back down, round down, hit it, nothing there. Thinking, also I felt a little kick. I actually thought I picked up an eel or something. Got it in close, went absolutely mental. Yeah, gave a right old scrap. I thought it might have been a catfish. It took me ages to see it. I kept seeing like a tail. I thought, is that a carp? Was that a cat? It turned out to be this 18.5 £. Yeah, not a monster by any means, But it's another carp to the tally, so I'm very, very happy. Like I say, right end rod on the black magic beam wafter, a little mesh bag of house pellets. So yeah, seems to be tripping them up. And again, it must have swam straight at me, because it wasn't until it got closer I actually realised it wasn't just an eel or anything, and it was this beast. I'll show you the other side. Again, a little bit of spawning marks on it, so I'll give it a bit of a tidy up. There we go, 18.5 pound. Fish number 2. Brilliant. What a nice fight. Well, it was a mental fight under the rod tips and kept pulling the line off. Yeah. Yeah. Happy days. Turn this up properly so I don't. Bit of a clean up. Bit of Medicare. $3.15. Same rod, right hand rod. Black magic bean wafter. And a little spinner rig. Off it's gone again. It's £19 common. And again, almost exactly the same sort of fight. Went up tight, stayed tight. This time didn't drop back and just come straight in, and then massive run around under the rod tips. Yeah, £19 common. Very, very nice. I am not complaining about this. Big old rudder on him. Look at that. He's got a big angry dorsal up there. Happy days. Anyway, check him over before I put him back and get the rod back out there. Nice. Okay guys, sun's just starting to come up. Not too sure what time it is. It's early, and I've just had my left hand rod really pulled round, and it's one I lost the fish on yesterday. And again, black magic bean, little bag of black house pellets. It's only a baby. Linear, £14. There you go. Like I say, for this lake, it's a little baby, but they all count. Fish number 4. Happy days. Yeah, I am happy. So I will treat him in a minute. I'll show you the other side first. And I reckon this one could grow up to be an absolute belter. Slightly better on this side. There you go. £14. Festival linear. Beast of the future, eh? Happy days. Is he going to get his dorsal up? No. But anyway, I'll put him back after I've treated him. Morning guys. Just got on for 6 o'clock. Fish number 5. £15 common. Literally on the left hand rod. Don't seem like ages ago that I put it out actually. I had the last fish on. Under the tree. I just said something else just crashed under there as well, so I won't hang around. Quickly show you this. Very clean. Good little scrap. Wanted to get in all the rushes on the way in. There we are. £15 common. Very clean this fish. Not a mark on it. So let's keep it that way. Quickly show you the other side so you can see what I mean. And like I say, I'll get it back and get the rod out. But there you go. Very, very clean, common. Considering they've just been spawning. Yeah, this one's pretty unscathed. So happy days, like I say. I'm very happy with that. And let's get it back, get the rod back out there, and hopefully we get another one. Okay guys, I'm in swim number 2 now. that's the swim I was in, which is swim number 6, but I flipped around to the other side of the island and gone in swim number 11, which is there. So it's like a similar sort of swim, but just obviously the other side of the island. I'm not so sure where the boundary is, but I think it's somewhere over there. I've got a bait about here, and I've got one about there, and I've got one tucked right down in the corner down here, and the channel goes through that way, and there's the bridge over there. So yeah, but you're hitting old because I've got a tree overhanging between me and the spot, and the channel behind the tree. So yeah, I've got locked up. I'm not too close to the rushes, come off a bit, and we'll see what gives. But so yeah, like I say, swim number 11. It's not swim number 2, swim number 11. A bit of a mess in there because I've literally just moved everything over. But there we go. So that's it, I've moved. I'm here for another 2 nights. I'm not feeling as confident as I was now. I wish I could have stayed in that swim because I was feeling good. And there was a lot of fish in there as I was packing up. Not feeding, but moving around. Yeah, there's a lot of fish showing in there, a lot of fish on the surface cruising through. I think if I'd have been staying in there, I would have tried a zig. But yeah, they're definitely down there. And there's some nice fish down under the bridge, just over there. And there's all these rushes down here, and there's some big fish holed up in there. They're not doing nothing, they're just sunbathing. And yeah, I mean, I could have got close to them from where I was, but yeah, it's a bit, well, dare I say, dangerous fishing if you want to try and boat a bait round there and get it in there. Not for me. Yeah, I didn't even entertain it, but that's where a lot of fish are. I think there's, you know, you count about half a dozen at any one time, and like I say, I saw a couple of big chunks down there. Yeah, but that's it. Goodbye swim number 6. Your 2 little ducks in there, and hello swim 11. Good evening guys, it's about 7:30, and yeah, it's been a bit of a lazy one this afternoon after moving. Put the rods out. I've not touched them since I've put them out, they're still out there. I'm going to leave them out for the night. But like I say, it's been pretty lazy. I think sleepless night last night caught up with me. Didn't get much sleep with the catching all those fish. I'm not complaining, but yeah, sort of got in here and had a little bit of shut-eye, and yeah, just taking it easy, having a relax. I'm just about to cook my dinner. I saw this in Tesco's. It's Tex-Mex loaded bean chilli. Has to be cooked in the oven, so I thought, well, I've got the cob, I'm going to get that, I'll give it a go. So we'll find out what it's like. It looks okay, it's got the chilies in there, the nachos, yeah, it looks nice. So I'm going to give that a go on the cob. And yeah, I think I'm going to have an early night tonight though. Once I've eaten my dinner, have a beer or whatever, maybe a cup of tea. I can't see me being up late tonight. I think yeah, I feel quite shattered. It's quite chilly now. The sun's still up, still sunny, but the wind is a northerly wind, and it's got a bit of a bite to it, and this swim is now totally in the shade, and so I've had to put the flaps down, shut the windows down on the bivvy to keep the wind out, and I've even got my hoodie and my joggers on. So yeah, it's a little bit cold, a little bleak there in the middle of the rod. So yeah, a bit chilly. I'm going to have the chilli to warm me up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really hope it's as good as it looks, so I will let you know. So anyway, that's the Friday evening catch up, and yeah, we've still got 2 nights to go. However, I do think I would prefer to be in the swim I was in. Okay, let's have a quick look and see how it's doing. Oh yeah, it's looking good. For a couple more minutes, be ready. Ooh, happy days, and there's the sun going down again behind me. Yeah, another nice evening, albeit a little bit chilly. It's a bit breezy. It's coming down there. It is lovely. It'll be even lovelier once I tuck in to my dinner. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so the Tesco's loaded tortillas. What do I think? They're not the best. They're okay. Don't get me wrong, on the bank food, it's pretty good. But I don't think I'd get this again. And if I went to a restaurant to serve me this, I don't think I'd go there again. But it's make my nose run, and but yeah, it's perfectly fine for on the bank. Also, I think the portion size is a bit meagre because it's literally just ½ inch of chili stuff underneath the tortillas. It's meant to be a meal for 2. No way. But I'm sitting there eating quite adequate food, a nice cold beer while I'm fishing. I don't really care what the food's like, I just love being here. Good morning guys, it's about 7 o'clock and it's been a very quiet night. I've had a couple of knocks on the middle rod. I think that was about 3 o'clock. I thought it was going to go, to be honest. Threw the bag off, came running out. Just a boop 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 boop. And I thought, oh. And then I've just had a bleep on the left hand rod about 5 o'clock this morning, and that is the action. So very quiet. Not a lot to write home about. The fish crashed out on the right hand bank earlier, but yeah, a bit of fizzing going on in the open water. That is it. Not a lot to say really. Good afternoon guys, it's about 2 o'clock. As you can see, the sun's come out. It was overcast this morning. That burnt out about 10 o'clock and it's been pretty warm since. A bit breezy, wind keeps moving around, doesn't know which way to go. Yeah, the rods have been silent. I did have a change up this morning. I think I told you at left hand rod I'd cut the single bleeps, so I hit that. Nothing there. I thought it might have been a roach or something. Anyway, so that's gone out. Pretty much the same spot to the left of the tree out there. The right and middle rod, I left them out for a couple of more hours. I've changed those over now as well. So they're both different spots where I've been fishing, based on where I've seen fish showing. Middle rod is going right towards the corner, and the right hand rod is still on the road bank, but it's a bit further along, going towards the corner, again where I've seen some fish showing, or a fish show. Bait rise, I've got OG fish with a yellow topper on the left hand rod. The middle rod, I've got an OG fish 14mm magic bean wafter, and the right hand rod I've got the black magic bean wafter, the 12mm. It's been working for me, so I'm going to stick with it. Yeah, in the boat I put a mixture of the house pellet and some OG fish boilies, 14mm. Not a lot of bait, mainly pellet, because obviously that's just going to dissolve, not leave a lot of food source there, mainly a scent for them to home in on. Probably about 10-15 boilies in there, and I've used the bait spreader as well to give a nice spread. The pellet, and I put 3 or 4 boilies in the bait spreader just to fling them in the general area. However, on the left hand rod I did put sort of 50-50 split of boilie and the pellet. Probably put about half a kilo of boilie in there, quite a lot of boilie. Again, some in the uppers, some in the spreader. I've done that because that is the rod which actually got a boilie on the hook, so I want that match the hatch thing going on, so they're homing around for the boilies. Hopefully they come across the one with the little yellow topper, and bang. That's the theory. It's not worked yet. They've been out for about an hour or so, or maybe more than that, probably about 2 hours. And yeah, they've been very quiet since I put them back out. The lake is dead calm. The odd fish showing, but it's few and far between. As the days got warmer and warmer, there's less activity going on. I see the odd reed stems moving on the opposite bank, but it's hard to tell if that's the carp or the little birds that live in the reeds knocking them. Just seen it happen just then, just seen the bird go in. If I hadn't seen the bird going and I saw the reeds knocking, yeah, I'd have thought there's a fish there, but usually it's pretty obvious when it's a carp. And now I've just seen where my left hand rod is, that was definitely a carp knocking the reeds then. Such a big area of them, just started moving. Yeah, unmistakable carp, but quite a few reeds knocking at the same time, so there's something quite big in there. That wasn't a bird just hitting one of the stems. That's where we are. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I'm going to be in shade pretty soon, and yeah, just chilling. Good evening guys, just coming up to 6:30. I'm going to refresh the rods for the night. I've done the rigs. I've got a spinner rig with a black magic bean. I've got a hinged stiff rig with a yellow pineapple pop-up, and the third rod is going to be my favourite hinge stiff rig, using doubled over section of rigidity to create the little boom there. Hair rig, OG fish pop-up, tails up corns, just to give it a bit of sight and a little bit of buoyancy, and some coated braid, which is the OMC blend in £35. So I'll just pull the other rods in a second, get these out there. Fingers crossed we get a bite. Why have I gone for a yellow pop-up? I don't know. I just thought I'd try something a bit different, and you know, it might be something. There is a bit of chod showing on the deeper when I take the boat out there, and it may be just enough to get over the top of the chod and present that bait a bit better. But saying that, I've had 5 fish on the black wafter on the spinner rig from the other swim, and that was doing the business no problem. So I had 5 fish, well 4 fish on that, and one of the fish was on the bottom bait hinge stiff rig with the hair. I'm not going to ignore the fact that that black magic bean on the spinner has been doing the do, so that's going out there. I've got a feeling this is going to go down on the road bank somewhere. I've just got to decide where to put the baits, because I've been watching the water and reeds knocking here, there and everywhere. When you know, you just keep looking and you'll see the odd stem bashing, and but not in one particular area. They're dotted around, so yeah, it's a bit of a minefield where to put your bait, but I'll try and decide, and yeah, I'll let you know once I've got the baits out. I'll see you in a little while. Okay guys, it's just coming up for 8 o'clock. Thought I'd have my dinner. I've got an old favourite This is the old wasabi sweet chili chicken with rice. Had this before, it is banging, and you get plenty of it as well. So yeah, that's what it's like inside. Let's go inside the Ridge Monkey and yeah, warm it up and eat it up. I know this is very nice. Can't wait. Watch guys, it's about 3:30 in the morning. I got up, I was just having a little jimmy, and beep, 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 beep. Oh, come on, hurry up. And eventually got to the rod, and yeah, this little fella, I say little, it's 19.5 pounds. It's not so small. It's a beautiful little fish. I keep saying little, but he's a beautiful fish, and he's very angry. It's on the right hand rod, the black magic bean on the spinner. There we go. Beautiful fish, like I say, nicely scoured. Yeah, pretty. Could be the last fish of the session, I guess. If there's any more, I'll be very happy. This is a second swim blank saver, as it were. Yeah, very nice. Turn it round. Get some water on him. It's very clean. Have a good old strap as well. Fortunately, he came away nicely from the rushes. All the fight was done in open water. And there's the other side. If I can get in there. There we are. 19.5 pounds. Happy blooming days. Right, we'll get it back and see if we can get any more. Thanks mate for coming round and seeing us. Go and tell your mum and dad where the bait is. Watch guys, I don't know what the time is. The sun is just coming up. Right hand rod again. And this 20 pound on the nose. Quite scaly mirror. It's like a linear, but it's got more scales. Yeah, it's nice. Gave a good fight. There he is. 20 pound Festival mirror. And he's in really good nick as well. So yeah, happy with that. 7 fish now. Happy days. Yeah, very nice. Good session. Shame none of the big boys come along, or big girls even. But you know what? When you're catching fish like this, I'm not gonna say it don't matter, but it does certainly helps. There you go. Happy days. Get it back, get the rod back out there. Let's see. We get another one in the last few hours that we got. Off at 1. I'm guessing it's about 6 o'clock now. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, don't know. Anyway, let's get back. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning guys. Wow. Bit of a mad morning. 2 fish, lovely. So 19.5 and a 20. So yeah, happy days. Yeah, put the rod back out. Right hand rod, like I say, black magic bean on the spinner rig. That's what I've had most of the fish on. I'm starting to wonder if that's a small fish tactic though, like matching the pellet. I'm picking up fish, but I'm picking up not the big fish. So it could be a way of getting bites, but not necessarily getting the big fish. that's the reason why I was kept with boilies on the other two last night, because I was thinking they might produce bigger fish than the bean imitating the pellet. But anyway, I'll put that back out in the boat with a mixture of size of pellets and in the spreader as well. So there's a bit of pellet out there. I didn't put any boilies over that rod, it's just pellet only on the right margin. Just, you won't be able to see it now, but just past the tree on the right hand side, it's sort of going into the corner, but before you get to the corner on this side, that's what's done the two fish. So it's gone back as the same spot, unsurprisingly. Like I say, they're not massive, but I'd rather be getting bites than blanking, so I'm going to stick with the tactic, and fingers crossed we get another bite. Beautiful morning, by the way. Look at that sun coming up, it is absolutely stunning. When I was playing the fish earlier and that sun was coming up, it was like, you know, something out of Passion for Angling, you know, the rod bending over, the sun coming up in the background. Mate, it was I wish I'd got that on camera, but it's in there, so that's the main thing. Take the memories with you. But yeah, that was something I'm going to remember for a long time. The sun coming up like it was, big orange orb, rod bent over, silhouetted, fish boiling in the water, magic. Anyway, time for a cup of tea. I'll see you in a bit. Well guys, it's about 8 o'clock and yeah, right hand rod again, it's gone off. It's a really nice coloured mirror of £17.4. He may not like the sunlight, I'll get him up, but there we go. What a pretty fish. Yeah, really pretty. Gave a really good scrap, I mean a really good scrap. Got him away from the rushes, he got caught up to start with, got him out, and then he was just all over the place, and yeah, gave me a proper run around. That's what it's all about. Sometimes the size is insignificant when you get a sport like that. I'll show you the other side quickly. So like I say, it's the right hand rod again, the Black Magic Bean wafter on the slip, on the spinner rig. So yeah, doing the do. Happy days. Right, better get back out there. Time is running out now. Got to be off at 1. So tick tock, let's get going. So as you know, started off in swim number 6. Yeah, moved into this swim and it's been a bit of a slow burner. Obviously Friday got in here, nothing. Saturday daytime, nothing. Saturday night, nothing. Sunday morning, 3 fish, just like buses, eh? All come at once. But yeah, I was getting quite despondent. Come Saturday night, nothing was happening. But it's a matter of time, isn't it? You know, it's just a matter of time. And wait for them to switch on where you are. But anyway, it worked this time. I'm going home happy. If you like the video, guys, do subscribe, give it a thumbs up. You know, if you've got any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about you've seen in the video, put it in the comments below. I will respond. And until next time, if you get on the bank, be lucky. I'll see you soon. I think I've got a trip down in Coking in a few weeks' time, so that might be my next session. So I'll see you there.